You're dragging a feather wand across the living room floor. Your cat's pupils dilate to black saucers. She crouches, wiggles her haunches, and explodes into a sprint, batting the toy with both paws before sinking her teeth into the fabric. You laugh. She looks up at you, panting slightly, then rubs her face against your ankle. What just happened wasn't just a game. Your cat's brain just released a cocktail of bonding hormones, completed an ancient predatory ritual, and strengthened her emotional attachment to you. The psychology behind this 10-second interaction is far stranger and deeper than most cat owners realize. Interactive toy play activates 3 separate neurobiological systems in your cat's brain at once. The dopamine-driven reward circuit lights up, reinforcing the chase itself. The predatory motor sequence, hardwired over millions of years of feline evolution, runs from start to finish. And the oxytocin bonding pathway, the same system that connects human mothers to infants, begins linking the experience of play to your presence. Studies on feline enrichment show that interactive play can reduce stress behaviors in cats, though the specific relationship between play frequency and attachment security scores requires more research to establish clear causation. The toy is just a tool. The real action is happening in the space between you and your cat. When your cat chases a toy, she's running through a 4-stage behavioral program inherited from her ancestor, the African wildcat. Stage 1 is the stare. Her eyes lock onto the moving target, pupils expanding to capture maximum light. Stage 2 is the stalk and chase. Slow, careful stalking, followed by explosive pursuit. Stage 3 is the pounce and grab, where she launches herself at the target and pins it with her paws. Stage 4 is the kill bite, a powerful neck bite or thrashing motion that would sever the spinal cord of a mouse. Behavioral studies confirm that domestic cats spend 3 to 10 hours per day engaged in hunting behaviors, even when well fed. The drive doesn't come from hunger. The drive comes from a neurological need to complete the sequence itself. Here's the part that changes how you should play with your cat. When the prey sequence is interrupted before completion, when the toy always escapes, and the cat never gets to deliver that final bite, measurable stress accumulates. Behavioral observations suggest that cats may show signs of frustration when unable to complete predatory sequences, though the specific neurological mechanisms of a frustration system in cats are not fully mapped. Cats denied the completion of their predatory sequence show increased anxiety behaviors, redirected aggression toward furniture or other pets, overgrooming, and even stress-related inflammatory diseases. The fix is simple but counterintuitive. Let your cat win. Slow the toy's movements every few minutes. Allow your cat to grab it, bite it, and perform the bunny kick, where her rear legs thrash against the toy's body. That thrashing motion is the neurological period at the end of the sentence. Without that completion, the predatory program stays open in your cat's brain, generating low-grade stress that compounds over time. Wild felids complete dozens of successful hunts per week. Your indoor cat needs the same psychological closure, even if the prey is made of felt and feathers. Dopamine doesn't create pleasure. Dopamine creates wanting. The neurotransmitter functions as a learning signal, encoding what neuroscientists call reward prediction error, the gap between what your cat expected to happen and what actually happened. When the gap is large, when the toy zigs instead of zags, when it vanishes behind the couch and reappears in a new location, dopamine release spikes. Research on dopamine systems in animals performing natural behaviors reveals that brains build behavioral sequences designed to maximize dopamine release, even without external rewards or structured tasks. Your cat isn't chasing the toy because you told her to. She's chasing it because her dopamine system is reinforcing the chase itself, moment by moment, based on how surprising and unpredictable the toy's movements are. This explains why the same toy becomes boring after 10 minutes of identical motion. The prediction error shrinks. Your cat's brain learns the pattern, and dopamine release drops. But when you vary your technique, alternating between rapid darts, sudden freezes, vertical leaps, and directional reversals, you're keeping the prediction error high. You're keeping the dopamine flowing. The neuroscience here has a practical application. The human controlling the toy is part of the dopamine equation. Your cat's brain is learning to associate you with unpredictable, rewarding stimulation. Over repeated play sessions, you become a predictor of dopamine release. That association is the neurological foundation of what we call bonding. When your cat sees you pick up the feather wand, her dopamine system activates before the toy even moves. You've become the cue. The bond is forming at the chemical level. Oxytocin is the bonding molecule. In humans, oxytocin levels surge during childbirth, breastfeeding, and orgasm. The hormone facilitates attachment between individuals who share intense, positive experiences. For decades, researchers assumed oxytocin worked similarly in human-dog relationships. The data on cats told a different story. Studies on oxytocin in human-cat interactions have shown mixed results, with some research indicating modest increases during positive interactions, though the specific pattern of cat-initiated versus human-initiated contact effects on oxytocin requires further validation. Gentle petting, hugging, and affection-seeking behaviors from the cat drove the increase. Oxytocin did not increase when humans initiated contact that the cat passively tolerated. The implication rewrites how we think about bonding through play. When you move a toy and your cat chooses to chase it, your cat is initiating. She's deciding to engage. She's approaching the activity, and by extension, approaching you. That element of feline choice and control appears to be the variable that activates oxytocin-mediated bonding. Research using attachment assessments adapted from human psychology found that approximately 65% of cats display secure attachment behaviors toward their caregivers. Securely attached cats greet their humans after separation, use their humans as a secure base for exploring unfamiliar environments, and show distress when separated but calm quickly upon reunion. Insecurely attached cats, making up the remaining 34 to 36%, struggle to use their caregivers as sources of comfort and take longer to calm after stress. Securely attached cats show measurable oxytocin increases after cuddling with humans. Insecurely attached cats show blunted oxytocin responses. The attachment style appears to modulate the neurochemical bonding pathway itself. Interactive play may gradually shift attachment security over time. When play sessions are consistent, positive, and allow the cat to initiate and control the interaction, the cat experiences repeated instances of safe, rewarding social engagement. These experiences may train the oxytocin system to respond more robustly, strengthening the bond incrementally. Survey research on human-cat relationships suggests that interactive play benefits the bond, though specific large-scale studies on mutual initiation patterns need verification. Mutual initiation, where both parties take turns starting the game, correlated more strongly with bonding than one-sided initiation by either party alone. The reciprocity itself appears to matter. Your cat isn't just playing with a toy. She's playing with you, in a back-and-forth social exchange that her brain recognizes and rewards. Cats process human communication differently than dogs do. Research comparing how cats respond to visual, vocal, and combined communication from unfamiliar humans found that cats reacted faster to visual and bimodal signals than to vocal signals alone. When humans used only their voice, cats showed more tail wagging, a sign of uncertainty or agitation. When humans used body language and visual cues, cats engaged more quickly and displayed calmer body language. During toy play, your hand movements, the toy's trajectory, and your body posture matter more than your words. The quick dart of the wand, the sudden freeze, the slow creeping motion along the floor, these visual cues are what your cat's predatory brain is wired to decode. Your enthusiastic good girl might be emotionally satisfying for you, but your cat is watching your hands. Cats also recognize human emotional states. Studies using cross-modal emotion recognition tests demonstrate that cats can match a human's facial expression to their vocal tone, integrating visual and auditory information to assess emotional valence. When humans display happy postures and expressions, cats spend more time in contact with those humans and show more positive behaviors. Your emotional state during play is legible to your cat. Playful enthusiasm, expressed through animated movement and relaxed body language, creates a social context that your cat's brain interprets as safe and rewarding. Over time, your cat builds a mental model of you as a play partner, a human whose behavior during certain contexts is predictable and associated with positive outcomes. That mental model is the cognitive scaffold on which attachment is built. When your cat chases a toy with you, three things happen simultaneously. Her dopamine system learns that you predict rewarding, unpredictable stimulation. Her predatory motor program completes its ancient sequence, preventing frustration and stress. And her oxytocin bonding pathway begins linking the experience of successful, cat-initiated play to your presence. The toy is a tool. The real interaction is between you and your cat, mediated by her evolutionary heritage, her neurochemistry, and her growing recognition that you are a source of good things. Play is not frivolous. Play is the language through which your cat's brain learns to trust you, to seek you out, and to build the emotional scaffolding we call the bond. The next time your cat brings you a toy mouse at 3 in the morning, remember, she's not asking for entertainment. She's asking to strengthen the connection between you. And her brain already knows that chasing things together is how cats and humans say, "I choose you."